Hey everybody, we're back with another live stream, and this is a very special stream. I'm going to actually make some quick adjustments to the YouTube version of this primarily so that I can make absolutely certain that it winds up in the right bailiwick. So as I do that, let me explain to you what's going on. Give you a little backstory before I introduce my friend here. You probably remember how former Oakland council member, currently candidate for mayor of Oakland, Loren Taylor, has been blasting a number of people for being behind, or not being behind, excuse me, the recall of Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao. That has been this song. He has hammered Barbara Lee till the cows come home on this matter. How dare these people recall her? They're all behind. How dare they do anything? How dare she run for office? You know the song, right? If you followed what's happened in the campaign, you know the drill. You know the message that Loren has put out. Time for new blood. Right? It's time for change. It's time for, you get the idea, okay? But that would lead you to believe that last year, as the recall was being planned and the signature drive was going out and everything, that Loren was involved in it, right? That he was vocal in stating that he wanted it, that he was willing to get out there and ride herd and say, hey, you know what? Yes, I'm behind it. Put my name on it. Let's go forward. I'll help you raise money. All that, right? That would be the logical conclusion, considering how he's talking about other people now, okay, including Barbara. And look, I don't have a dog in the hunt right now. I'm not sold on any candidate as mayor because I believe Oakland's big problems are bigger than the ability of the mayor to solve them, given the structure of and the gravity of the problems right now. But we are at a place where we are tasked with selecting an elected official by April 15th, or on April 15th, okay? So, I happen to be having a conversation with my friend here, Pastor Fabian Robinson, who's been on before. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. We've been talking in the background. He told me something that made me gave me pause because I literally forgot about it. But he was right there. This is not a situation that Loren can deny. Pastor, could take it away.
Hey, Loren was at my church, Miraculous Word Christian Center. I was there with the NAACP. And I'm kind of a rebel rouser. I mean, if you know me, I'm a rebel rouser. I like to go all out. I say, well, let's get started with the recall. He said, no, we can't do that. I said, let's do a recount. No, we can't do that. What we gonna do? We gonna let the terms come, and then after after our term comes, then I'm gonna run again. But he wasn't an all-out dog talking about I'm ready to fight, I'm ready to recall. Let's do the recount. He's saying we don't have enough money. The NAACP president, what's her name again?
Pastor for Brenda.
No,
who you're talking about. Not Brenda. Brenda's the. Yeah, right.
Huh?
Gail. I forgot her.
No.
What's wrong with you?
Okay. Well, anyway, she was there saying, hey, that we need to get rid of Sheng Thao. And he was saying, well, what we got to do, we're going to wait 4 years. We're not going to fight. We're going to give her her term. He was not the dog in the fight saying, let's do the recall. Then he jumped on the boat when Brenda Fort, the judge, jumped in and then put the recall. But no, he was not
Cynthia
the dog
Adams.
in the fight. Yeah, Cynthia Adams.
NAACP president. Yeah, Cynthia Adams
said she wanted to do recall or recount. And this happened at 27 San Pablo, Miraculous Word Christian Center, my church.
So basically, Loren was being fearful.
He was being fearful. He wasn't a dog in the fight. And I can believe the dog in the fight. It might be his advisors telling him to be a dog in the fight. Because when he was there, he was not a dog in the fight. He was actually almost scared to say that he was running for mayor. And Thao told him, well, I'm running for mayor. You know, and he saw I had a big church and stuff, and he was like, well, I am going to run for mayor, but we got to wait. And when Brenda, she was a leader, she started the recall, and we had the recall, and now we got the mayor's race right now.
Huh. And see, that flies in the face of how he has been hammering other people, claiming that they were not for the recall. They came out against the recall, and yet he was reluctant to do a recall.
Because when you
In fact, and then what you're saying is that he said no.
Let's wait till the term is up.
Yeah, just wait, and then he'll run.
Then he'll run. Now, this happened inside the church. Happened inside the church. So
this is the second time that he's done this. You realize that the first time was when he had an opportunity to trigger a recount. Remember that?
Yeah, we're on that too. Let's recount and recall.
Yeah.
You know,
He has this huge press conference. Everybody, including me, we're all watching or looking at our live streams. Our lives are literally hanging on his word. What's this guy gonna do? And we're all thinking he's gonna ask for the recount. He's gonna call for it. He shrank.
Congratulations.
He shrank.
Yeah.
You know, no, he shrank.
Congratulations, Sheng Thao to defeat. He conceded.
Yeah.
He conceded. And for to be a leader, Oakland has some serious problems. And for to be a leader, I don't think he's a dog for to be the fighter of Oakland.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. And he whatever happened to him health wise, I'm glad
that he helps me too.
And I'm glad the Lord has blessed him with good health.
Yes.
But to put that out there as if to say, hey, I had this major health problem, which he did, and it as if it changed him. Now maybe it did, okay? I'll grant that, but did it really? I mean, my point is, if you're going to be strategic and political, don't act like you're a dog that goes out and just does things because you're like, alpha male. Like, hey, I was behind the recall. I was for the recall, but they weren't.
Now I ask you this: what was this saying? Loren Taylor, Loren Taylor, the one fighting against Barbara Lee when Sheng Thao was running. What was I didn't see the dog in the fight that was talking about people or that were trying to, almost bully people.
Right.
He don't need nobody from Washington. He never said anything about any of the candidates.
No, he didn't.
But now we got this older woman. He trying to make it like she old and she don't count and she has never did anything. And he's trying to jump on this. He's trying to jump on Barbara Lee.
But not only that, when he ran against Shang, he was actually nice to her.
Yeah, he was nice to her. Yeah.
But consider this: when he ran against Desley, he treated Desley in not too dissimilar a way that he's treating Barbara. It's almost like he's saying, well, if you're a black woman, I'm going to talk to you bad. I'm going to give you the full Nelson treatment politically. But if you're, a young Asian woman, I'm going to treat you with kid gloves. Because that's how he treated Shang.
Wow.
Okay? I'm only calling it like I see it.
I hear you.
All right? Can you think of one time? I mean, even at the dais, he had the opportunity to basically lower the boom and say, you know what? I'm going to call for recall. I thought, and I asked him, I said, did they offer you a job? No. Did they pay you off or something?
What I'm saying, that Oakland has serious problems. I say it again.
Yeah.
Oakland, we may go into bankruptcy. And we need somebody to be there who know what they're doing. Not somebody that would say, hey, let me call Libby to figure out what I need to do. Barbara Lee know what to do. Because first of all, what he said when he's running for mayor, that Libby's going to run the whole show. she's gonna be his head advisor. She's gonna be running the whole show. So, so what I tell any voter: if you want Oakland to change, if you want Oakland to be rebuilt, vote for Barbara Lee.
Now, in fairness to my god sister, I have nothing against that idea, but I have something against Loren not being who he's trying to make us think he is. And then Libby's family to me, so that's a different story. I'm not
saying that.
I've already gone on her enough, so I'm gonna back off
now,
there.
What I'm saying is this: if you're a leader, be a leader. If you're a fighter, be a fighter.
Yeah.
But if you want to be in the background, be in the background.
Yeah.
Libby did a good job as mayor. I'm not saying nothing bad about that. Want to be a leader, be the leader. Don't be the one where your advisors say, do this, do that, do that. Because that's not even Loren Taylor's heart for the fight.
Yeah.
This is nothing but his advisors telling him to be real mean to Barbara Lee.
But see, the other thing is, and this is to be unfortunately a bit critical of Libby. Libby didn't go hard enough to save our teams, and she didn't make the economic development. The people do economic development, and I talked to her about that again and again and again. So she was an okay mayor, but I can't say that she was.
Wasn't a bad mayor. She wasn't a bad mayor.
She wasn't bad. She wasn't good either. She was in the middle, and the city on her watch. That's something that has to be dealt with. Okay, I have to just say that, unfortunately, because I was right there and they're trying to do course corrections on where she was going as these errors were happening.
One thing Libby did do, getting off the subject, what Libby did do, she did hire Chief of Police Loren Armstrong. Mm-hmm. And that was one of the greatest moves that she ever did.
Yep. That's right. Yeah. Well, she got religion. It took me 2 years to get her to do that. I said, hey, look, yeah. I said, are you allergic to having your black police chief? And then she took umbrage to that. I said, well, look, let's look at who you've elevated to this point. Okay? And you have a guy out there, Loren Armstrong, who can do the job. And he's more than well regarded, so elevate him. I was on, and Loren will tell you that. I was on Libby for 2 years about that. I wrote about it, blogged about it, vlogged about it, the whole 9 yards. And then she finally did it. And I still believe the city is better off for it.
Me too.
So it's like, hey, Loren, you're welcome to come on. I've said that before. You don't take the invitation, all right, to come on. There's some questions that have to be answered. Like, for example, why would you say that under your campaign, under your administration, Oakland would have the first economic development corporation ever? When in point of fact, we had one in the 80s. I know. Because no, that was Lionel. That was actually, yeah. And Brian McCrowder was a staffer for it and the head of the Economic Development Corporation, co-head rather, and his office was at the annex building that sits where the L. Hugh Harris State Building sits today. That was where I worked as an intern to the redevelopment agency, fresh out of the grad school city planning at Cal.
Wow.
All right. So, yeah. Why would you do that? Why would you say you'd be the first? On top of all that, folks, I have a video out that says, all right, I have a video out that says that video says that Libby was going to start the first economic development corporation in Oakland in 41 years. 41 years old, okay? It was an April Fool joke, folks, that I did in 2017. So I know doggone well, all right? I know doggone well. I mean doggone well. I know doggone well that, I mean, doggone well, okay, that that I know doggone well that you all got that idea from me, and you saw my post and said, "Oh, okay." That was the only way you could have heard of the Economic Development Corporation of Oakland. All right, the only way.
Wow.
And I'm laying out down on you guys because that was wrong to do. And not only that, Loren, why would you say that you successfully advocated for an infrastructure financing district in Oakland when we don't even have one, Loren? Did you hear that, Pastor?
Yeah.
We don't have one, which means you didn't successfully advocate for it. It doesn't exist. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. All right, hold on, Pastor. All right, everybody. That's the news. Stay tuned. Thanks, Pastor. Don't hang up.
God bless.
All right. Hey, subscribe to Zenny62, everybody, and bookmark ZennyReport.com. That is